So you found your perfect partner. You finally found your soulmate. You found the one that you connect with. You share dreams, you share visions together, you share a love together that nobody can even possibly describe or imagine. But what you share with them is special, and nobody can take that away. So what do you do in building a relationship with your soulmate? What do you do with building a relationship with the right person without having forces from outside trying to get in between or allowing your doubts to take control? For one, let's dive into it. So let's kick back, relax, get ready, and let's take this step by step on how you can build an effective relationship with the one you have been waiting for. All right, let's get ready to rock and roll. But before we get into this, I'm going to let you know who the sponsor of this episode and show is: me, Jason Beck. And being the sponsor of the show, check out our Linktree account on how you can help support this channel, support this ministry, and check out the Linktree shop too. If you're looking for a blender, Vitamix, or I will highly recommend that. If you're looking for nutritional supplements or anything for your animals or dogs, check it out. There's something for everyone. You can help support this podcast. Thank you. So let's dive into it. So I mentioned, so you've met your perfect partner. You've met your soulmate. You've met the person in your dreams. So what's next? Well, one thing I'm going to tell you that's important to me that I've had to learn is you keep your relationship, you keep your perfect blessing hidden and in secret. But like, wait a minute, Jason. So you want me to keep my partner hidden in secret and not go tell everybody about it? Exactly. Exactly. Or you're just selective on who you tell. But the best thing is to do, listen more, talk less. I'm still working on that. But you want to keep it hidden in secret. And the reason why you want to keep it hidden in secret, because not everybody has the best interest in heart. Not everybody is going to support the relationship that God has blessed you with. They're going to say, it's not of God, it's of the devil. Well, what are you doing? They'll fight you at every street corner. They'll fight you at every single encounter. If it's a coworker or whatever, colleague or whatever it is, you have got to just say, you know what? Dig deep. Because keeping your blessing close to you, to your heart, hidden in secret, you build in hidden in secret, and then you celebrate in public. When that day finally is, when you're living together with your soulmate, you're working towards building a marriage together, and then you finally, when you get to your wedding, you get married, you tell a few people close to you, you tell a few family members, and you're good. That's it. That's it. I learned that from someone very dear to me. You you just, and that's it. You don't need to tell thousands of people. And then if down the road you decide, to renew your vows, have a public, then have that public wedding after you're already married, then you can choose to have that. If not, you don't have to. But if you choose to have that down the road, you can. But then guess what? You're already married. So what are they going to do? Tell you can't get married? You're already married. Next, I know this is going to be a hard one for a lot of people, even me, is patience. You said I waited over 20 years to meet my perfect match, and I got to wait a little longer because either where they live, let's say they live in a different country, they live in a different state, they work a job they can't leave right now, they're in a different situation that they can't just up and go. And you can't up and go, or they can't just up and change their lives, You have to, that patience is also, you got to get to know someone. You don't just move in with somebody a month or two after knowing them, even if they are your perfect partner, even if they are your soulmate, even if they are your destined partner that Jesus has blessed you with, you still have to get to know them. Some people open up slowly, some people open up fast, but you have to go at a pace. It's like a pace setter. You have to go at a pace. You have to build. It's about building you're building for a future. You're not building for just tomorrow. You're building for a lifetime of memories with with your person. So you build on top of each other. You learn about each other. You learn that this person loves me for who I am. This person accepts me for who I am. Your perfect partner, your soulmate, is going to love you and think that you're so beautiful. They're going to think that you are more beautiful than any other person that they've ever met. They're going to think you're the best looking person on the planet because Jesus designed them for you. And Jesus designed you for them. It doesn't matter if you believe the way I believe in God or Jesus. That's my belief. But God and the Creator designed you two perfectly for each other. So you love each other on a level that people won't understand. Your colleagues, your coworkers, some of your family members, some of your friends, some of your online acquaintances, from even clients and stuff, they wouldn't understand. They wouldn't, they'd look at it and be like, huh? Because they look at you differently based on what you do, based on your profession, based on what you do for a living. They're going to look at you in a different lens. You have, say your parents are going to look at you, oh, that's my same child, still acting out, lashing out. So they don't take you, sometimes people don't take you serious. So that's why that patience, having that patience and building that patience, having that patience, having that promise. If God's already shown you you're going to get married, you're going to get married. Just chill, relax, get to know each other, build. Do what you need to do. Take the steps that you need to do to get there. 3 is understanding. Understanding. You got to be understanding towards your partner. You got to be understanding to their situation. You got to be understanding in where they're at in their life. So we've talked about so far. You got to have patience, and you got to have understanding for your partner. And you got to keep them hidden and in secret. Protect your blessing. So that's the first 3 things that we've talked about that are important. Without those, your relationship is going to fall apart before it even happens. Yes, even your perfect partner, even the one that Jesus has chosen for you, can crumble. But I want to tell you one firm foundation that I didn't do in the first one. It all stems on your faith. Without your faith in God, the Creator, without having faith, your relationship's not going to go anywhere. So after understanding is you got to have love. Love is important. Love is not everything, but love is the backbone. Love is what gets you through the difficulty times, and faith and love tied together gets you through the difficult times together in your relationship. You endure more through faith and love. Money could be, but shouldn't be. The reason I say that, a lot of people want to be wealthy. A lot of people don't want to be poor and broke. Who loves being poor and broke? But should money be the one that keeps you together? No. And if any couple out there thinks that money should be the driving force of your relationship, it should never be. Because if it's the driving force of your relationship, then your relationship is doomed for failure. Then it might as well just be a business transaction, a business relationship. Sometimes you may have one partner that believes, oh no, I want to be well off and rich. And that's great. If you have one partner that doesn't care about being wealthy and rich, just wants to, have enough money to pay their bills and not be poor and broke, that's okay. So y'all meet in the middle. If one partner makes it rich and famous, great. You love each other, you support each other no matter what. If one partner, all they ever make is 50 to 100,000 a year, 40,000, 50,000 a year, that other partner their job is to love and support their partner, no matter what. But let's say y'all come together, you come together as one. That's what it's about. You're one. You're like one unit, one team. So you do everything in unison together. So if you have one couple, one of you makes 100,000 a year. The other one makes 50,000 a year. As you are one, you just made $150,000 for that year. Let's just say one couple. You have another couple over here. One person makes 200,000 a year. The other makes 100,000. Well, together, since you are one, you all just made 300,000 for that year. So I want you to see that picture. Well, you're working together when it comes to making money as a couple, is making money as a destiny partners, soulmates in a marriage. It's combined. You combine your resources, combine your talents, your skills, and you combine them together. It's not separate, it's together. That's a key important. When it comes to money, that's when you need to take a different outlook. It's you're building together. Either you're building a future together, you're building to your there's no perfect marriage, but you're building to your marriage. You're building to your future, to your plans and things that you want to do. You build it together. You celebrate together. So my next thing that I want to cover for soulmates is perseverance. Perseverance. This is not a short sprint. When you are, pardon me, I need something to drink. When you are with your perfect partner, your destiny partner, the love of your life, your dream person, your dream guy, dream girl, whoever that is, let's say you're with them. Perseverance. This is a marathon. This is a lifetime commitment, lifetime change. This is lifetime. When God puts your perfect partner in your life, it's not just for a season. It's not just for a month or two. It's a forever. When you make a commitment and you make a vow, even if you make vows before you even step foot and make a vow in front of others, God takes that very sacred together. So you must have that perseverance, that mindset of perseverance. This is a marathon, that you're not alone. You're never alone. No matter how you build a relationship, no matter how it's built, one person may build it a certain way. One person communicates a different way, but you build it together. That's what it's about. You build it together. You persevere. You fight through the obstacles. You fight through the opposition. And that's what it's about. And I hope this helps you when you have met your perfect soulmate, your partner, that you've been waiting a long time for. And I hope that you take each of the steps that I mentioned and take them to heart. That at the end of the day, it's about what your creator wants. It's what your creator says. If your creator says this is the person and shows you this is your person, remember, God is not the author of confusion. He's not. See, we give the devil too much credit and power to try to equalize him with God, and he does not have the same power of God. But a lot of people say, well, he can give you dreams and vision. Nah, he can't. I'll argue with that all day long, debate that with you all day long. Why would you give the devil more credit and more power than he doesn't have? He can test you, he can tempt you, but at the end of the day, when God shows you clearly and you know it's his voice, and only you will know it's his voice, because he'll align you to. He will align your dreams, your visions, your hopes, your likes, your desires, your steps that you want to take in the future. He's going to align you together with your perfect partner. It may not look perfect to the world. It may not look perfect to anybody else because you might be in one industry, they might be in another one. People look at it, what? That doesn't make any sense. What God does doesn't make sense at all. When Jesus and the Holy Spirit of God decide, I'm going to do this and put these two people together, it's not going to make sense at all. Just have to trust, be obedient, and build faith and love together. Please like, share, and subscribe. In the description, there's ways that you can help support this channel. There's one dear thing that comes dear to my heart is the EMP protection from EMP Shield. Use coupon code J in the event there's an EMP strike, in the event of a solar flare lightning strike. Protect your car, your home, your generator, your solar panels. Don't be left out in the dark. Don't be that one after an EMP or solar flare that you can't drive your vehicle. Be prepared. Be safe. God bless you. Love you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you all on the next episode. Thank you. Bye-bye.